Hello there, this is DBT, and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt 9 on Nintendo Switch, and today I'm gonna be driving my Lamborghini Countach 25th anniversary in multiplayer to determine how far can it take me? That's right, it's another episode of this mini-series that I'm doing where I'm testing one particular car in multiplayer to determine, well, how far can it take me. And today we're starting with the Countach. Alright, maybe I misspoke, not starting. We're doing the Countach 25th anniversary because, oh boy, I have it at 4-star and I've been dying to test it out. Now, if you don't know why I have the Countach 25th anniversary at 4 stars, check the video that is showing up on the top right about now, where basically I did my own burst of speed while people were focusing on their Class A and Class S cars. I was worrying about this one, but anyway, I'll talk more about it while we drive, so let's jump into it. Now, it is worth mentioning that I purposely ranked down as much as I could in this series. Right now is Ghost, and I went down to the rank of 1000 to ensure that I would be racing against, well, basically a lot of Class D, but then see how quickly it can take me into Silver League, and if it can compete over there. Now, this car, well, first of all, I should mention that probably the people that I'm racing against, it's farmers right now. People that are in the lowest ranks are probably farming, because pretty much everybody's going with the Mitsubishi Lancer, so I don't imagine that they're really trying, especially since I've seen a couple of names that I know they have much better cars than the Mitsubishi. So yes, I think there's a bit of farming going on, but either way. So that is expected for the first couple of races, but again, I wanted to see how quickly this thing can take me out. And oh boy, I'm so happy to finally have this thing at 4 stars, because if you haven't checked that other video that I mentioned, and that should have appeared the link in the top right when I said that it would, if I didn't forget, that is. During the burst of speed, because right now we're in the Black Friday season. In fact, I'm recording this about 3 days before the Black Friday season ends. Remember that the Switch version is 1 year behind than the global version. Is it Noir Friday? I don't know what it's called, but yeah, it's basically the Black Friday season, and I got 38 points from that. Lovely. And during the year, there's several times when burst of speed happens, but there's specifically one that it's very often happens precisely during the Black Friday type of season. So anyway, the burst of speed is where you can get, again, cars from Class A. It's basically 2 packs, right? I've already gone over it, but I'll just quickly address it over here. You can get maybe Class A and Class S cars from either of 2 packs. They contain different cars, whatever. It's a very good opportunity for people that are looking to upgrade those cars, because the drops are pretty good in those packs, and since they're rare cars, well, it's a very good opportunity, so people tend to spend a lot of tokens on that. But I personally, you know that I'm not the type of person that goes necessarily for the best cars. Instead, my perpetual objective in this, oh my God, I'm fine. I'm ahead of everybody still, but my perpetual objective in the Asphalt games is to get every Lambo that I can. And currently, I own every single Lambo, but now that I have all the Lambos, I also want to upgrade them and use them. And excuse me, by the way, if I'm still coughing, it's because I'm sick. I'm sorry. I try to avoid to record the coughs, but sometimes it's impossible. I'm sorry about that. I do apologize. But anyway, during this Black Friday season, and the burst of speed, well, they also made available packs for this car, for the Countach 25th anniversary, which is funny. This is a car that was given for free during the anniversary season, both in the global version a year ago, and over a year ago, and then here on the Switch, because the anniversary on Switch is at a different date, but either way. Alright, that's another first place, unsurprisingly, so let's keep going. Oh, I see a bunch of DSE10s, so I think finally I'm racing against people who are actually driving, not just farming. But anyway, so yeah, the anniversary in the global version is somewhere around the I don't know, July, August, somewhere over there. And the anniversary for Switch, it actually happens much later, like 3-4 months later, something like that. I don't exactly remember when, but anyway. The point is that this car was given in during the anniversary season, but you can only get it, I believe, to 2 stars maximum. And for example, in the global version, I still have this car at 2 stars, and I was never able to upgrade it any further. And that's a bit sad, because I always wanted to see what this car could do. But over here, like I said, in the anniversary season, I also got it, and I also got it to 2 stars. But because of this Black Friday thing and whatnot, and they were selling packs for this thing, actually they were fantastic packs. So again, all of that is in the video that I already talked about. Excuse me. I decided to spend a bunch of tokens and get this car all the way upgraded to 4 stars, the maximum amount of stars possible. Obviously, I don't have it at gold because it still requires epics, and I don't have any. But anyway, I get to test it at this stage, and man, let me tell you, this is a very fast car. Given the rank that it is at, like 2400 or something, for a speed of 300 and let a bit, it's pretty fast. Now, it does have some problems, the 304. So basically, it's as fast as the Mazda Fiorite? Probably. So yeah, it is very fast, but it does have some disadvantages like the acceleration. But all right. Another W. This time we're gonna see what I was racing against. Oh, look at that! I already got to Silver League. Fantastic. 4 DS E10s, 2 Dodge Challengers, and 1 Mitsubishi Lancer. All right, fair enough. So in case you're curious about the stats, again, there they are. Again, 4 stars and top speed of 304, acceleration 71. Well, you can see them right there. So there we go. Just wanted to show it while we talk about them. More DS E10s, but a couple of Class C Camaros. So I'm curious about that. Though the Classic Camaro is basically the DSE 10s just in Class C. But yeah, anyway. So now this car, the Countach, it's not like it's a low ranked car, right? I don't want to make it sound like it's that. It's indeed at a rank of like 2400 rank, almost 2500. So it's not a low ranking car, but again, considering that it's still like 600 points under the current kings of this class, which go at about the same speed, well, yeah, this makes it look like a good car. But then again, the acceleration in this thing isn't amazing by any chance. In fact, it's not really all that good. Then you got bad nitro, you got low handling. So it is a bit of a challenging vehicle to drive. Nothing impossible, don't get me wrong. I would still argue that probably it's no more different than driving something like a Renera Husaria. I was gonna say Husaria, but no, that's in Asphalt 8. So yeah, it's not necessarily a super difficult vehicle to drive, but for example, it's not touch drive friendly at all. So yeah, there's some things to consider about this car, but man, is it fast. And just like that, I beat everybody. Now, I don't know if people over here are farming, but it seems less likely that people are farming in Classic, or rather, excuse me, in MP1. But alright, I beat a Mercedes-Benz AMG GTS, 4 DS E10s, and 2 Camaros. Alright, fair enough. Keep going. Oh boy, things are getting serious. There's the king of Class C, quote unquote, that Mercedes. But there's a couple of Class B cars, amongst them an Apollo N, so oof. But anyway, I just checked the rank of the car, and it's actually a little bit, it's under, let me rephrase that. Rank-wise, it's under the Shelby GT350, is that what it's called? I think so. So yeah, that should give you a little bit of an idea of where this thing is in terms of the rank. But like I said, it's a considerably fast vehicle for a Class D car. But man, now that I'm racing even against Class B, this is where my Countach isn't gonna be looking super pretty in terms of performance. But hey, that is the whole point of this series, to see how far can it, you know, how this goes. And even then, I'm still holding my own a little bit. Now, this is a top speed oriented track, but even the Corvette Grand Sport is faster than I am. So keep that in mind. Though honestly, I don't know if these people that I'm racing against are properly racing or if they're farming. I imagine some of them are farming, some of them are proper racing. But hey, look at that! There's a Pininfarina H2, and that does seem to be a person that is driving it as opposed to farming. So listen, whatever I can get, I'll take. I'm gonna keep this for the orange nitro. Oh my god, did I just take a first place? Let's go, baby! I mean, well, look at that. Yep, 25th anniversary, and I defeated a Corvette, a Mercedes-Benz, blah, 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 like series, Pininfarina H2, Apollo N, 448 GTB, and a 911 GTS Coupe. All right, maybe they're farming, because it seems very unlikely that I would be able to beat an Apollo N that goes like 80 kilometers faster than I do, so, maybe they're farming. And okay, this time I didn't get any Class B cars, though the guy on the Pininfarina, it's in the Gold League. So anyway, so yeah, let's see how this works. I see a 599XX Evo, is that what it's called? Whatever. my top speed might just help me. Okay, you see all of those people who just left the track? All of them are farming. Yep, that's what it is. All those people are farming. So really my only competition is this guy in front of me. And I can tell you that because this is one of the few maps where the default route when you're doing touch drive takes you off a cliff. Rather, in an icy patch, it doesn't go into the ramp, so it makes you go into the water. So that's why I could tell that all of those people were farming, because everybody fell down there. That is a place where normally people shouldn't fall there. There's no way that they're gonna make that mistake. So yeah, that tells me instantly that all of them were farming. And well, sad, I suppose. But hey, at least I get to drive my Countach 25th anniversary and make it look good. And by the way, did you notice that I have the wing of this car in black? That's another one of the advantages of having it at higher stars, that I can color a couple of the body parts, amongst them the wing, which, you know, makes me happy, because this is one of the few cars that I don't necessarily love with the wing. In fact, I like it a lot without the wing. But since this version of the game, or rather this car in this game, has it with the wing, hey, at least if I can color it black as opposed to the same color of the body, it makes it look pretty dope. Though with this blue, it doesn't show as much, but you know where it shows better. Oh my god, look at that! Did we just make it into Gold League? Yes, we did, beating a Resvani Beast, the 599XX, spinning Farina, Current SX, and an 𝐓𝐚𝐤𝐞 Super Electra. Let's go, baby. Gold League, let's go! As much as I like this car, the Countach in white, I think the main color when I think of it, it's always yellow. So I brought it in yellow because, yes, I have to. Now, this is where it really is. I'm gonna suffer a little bit, because look at that. There's a Hurricane, there's an NSX. So maybe that's the one that I might be able to beat if I get lucky. But everybody else is way, way, way more... well, they're faster, but also more agile, better nitro, better drift, better everything. So... yeah, at this point, I am really, really, really punching above my weight. But it's fine, it's fine. That's the whole point of this series. So, whatever result... you know, it's kind of sad that this series, by concept, just by the concept itself, this series always ends up in disappointment. Because I'm testing the car and see how far it takes me. But of course, when it doesn't take me any further, it's because I'm going to be losing. So, I guess this entire series is made to it's a doom. Oh, how can I express that? It's a I don't know how to say it, but anyway, it always ends in disappointment, because by the time I'm finishing it, I'm already fighting against cars that I normally would not be able to beat, and yet somehow I'm gonna finish in second, only beaten by another younger Lamborghini. Hey, I'll take it. Yeah, beaten by the Hurricane Evo, but I did beat an Apex AP0 Elva, an Accurate SX, and a Grand Sport. Look, even if they're farming and touch driving it, they're still very agile cars, so I'm surprised that I still got a good result. So, yes, I'll take it. So, all things considered, when it comes to the Countach 25th anniversary, it's a car that probably is going to be an absolute pain in the rear when you're trying to drive this in Classic Season because of the very bad acceleration and the bad nitro. It's gonna be difficult for you to get to top speed or full speed, you know, with the collision, people punting you into the wall, if not just straight up knocking you down. So yeah, I see it being a little bit difficult over here because it's Ghost Season. Well, I don't have to worry about that. The only thing that I need to worry about is my own driving, and other than that, everything is fine. But yeah, in Classic, it's probably not great, though I would imagine that this in Slipstream must be an absolute destroyer because of the high top speed, and well, bad nitro doesn't matter when you have a bunch of other cars to Slipstream off. Does that make sense how I said it? I don't know, whatever. So yeah, as I was saying, look, I am racing against a bunch of people who aren't necessarily farming, and they're driving much better cars, but you know what? I don't feel any shame for this performance, given that it's a Class Z car that was still able to put a bit of a fight against some of the Class B cars, so hey, I'll take it. I keep saying that, but I really, really, really do. And I'm so happy to finally have this car at 4 stars, be able to drive it. Now, I don't imagine that I'm going to be driving it a ton, but at the end of the day, like I said earlier, my objective continues to be to get all of the Lambos possible and upgrade it as much as I can. So this is one less Lambo that I have to worry about. Again, if you didn't watch the video on how I upgraded this car, check it out, because it was interesting to see how many tokens I had to spend in order to get this thing. Spoiler alert, it was a lot of tokens, but in my opinion, it was completely worth it. But alright, that's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We're still trying to get to the 10,000 subscribers and we're getting pretty close to that. But that's gonna do it for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye bye.